Hi guys, this week we are going to be learning about another type of sentence. It's called an imperative sentence, or you might just call it a command sentence. Another way to say it would be instruction sentences or bossy. Sometimes they're bossy. All right, so what do you think is happening in this picture right here? What do you think is going on? I see a couple things. Yeah, did you say that someone is teaching someone else how to ride a bike? Yeah, you are exactly right. Now, maybe you have learned how to ride a bike. And if you have, you know that it took the help of somebody. Maybe it was dad, mom, grandma. Maybe it was a big brother or a big sister. Maybe it was your best friend. But somebody had to teach you, right? Because riding a bike takes some practice and it can be really hard and kind of scary too. So, how do you imagine this lady right here, we'll say she's mom, how do you imagine mom is talking to her daughter? Like, do you think she's saying, okay, ride the bike, okay? Or do you think she's being more specific? You think she's giving her pretty specific directions? If you said yes, you're absolutely right, because mom's worried. We're worried about everything, so we're going to give him all kinds of directions. She probably, before she even got on the bike, told her, put on your helmet and make sure you have your shoes tied and stuff like that. So let's take a look at these sentences and see what makes them what we'll call command sentences. All right, so the first sentence right here says sit down on the seat. All right, now do you notice how it doesn't say okay, Margie, please sit down on the seat? It is more direct. It's just saying sit. And you could even just take out the rest and just say sit, right? Because mom could be really super bossy and just say sit. But instead it says sit down on the seat. And notice it ends in a period too. So nobody's shouting, nobody's being mean. They're just more like directions, right? So let's take a look at these sentences and see how we might end them with punctuation, and then also just sort of how they sound and the first words that you see in each sentence, okay? So in this one, it says hold onto the handles. So what do you think we would do for the ending punctuation? Yeah, you're right. It's just a little period. We're just going to put a period right there. And it's just nobody's screaming. It's not a question. It's not, can you hold on to the handles? And it's not, hold on to the handles. It's not screaming like that, is it? But notice how this first word, hold, right here, is an action word. So the person who's giving these directions is telling the action. The action is to hold. And then the next part of the sentence tells you what to hold on to, which is the handle. So you have to hold on to something. In all these sentences, there's an action word at the very beginning. So let's see what the action word is in this one. Put your feet on the pedals. So what's the action word in here? Is it feet? Now, our feet are nouns, aren't they? The pedals are nouns, too. And, yeah, if you said put, you're right. Look where this word is located. It's the very beginning of these sentences. So it's sit, hold, put. Now, without the details that are come after these sentences, it doesn't help us very much, right? Because we don't know where to put what, or hold on to what, or sit on what. So we have to have the rest of the sentence to know what's going on. Put your feet on the pedals. We've got to end that with a period. And then this third one says, push down on the pedals. Push down on the pedals. What is the word in there that is an action? It's like, it's a verb is what it is. Yeah, it's push. So our verb is at the very beginning of our sentence. Push down on the pedals, period. Again, nobody is shouting at this little girl. These are just directions on how to ride a bike, right? Okay, and the last one says go. Now, this is interesting because one word when you're writing an imperative or a command sentence, can count as an entire sentence. The word go, once you've got all this other stuff set up, once you're sitting and holding on and putting your feet on the pedals and pushing, the next thing to do is to go. We could end this with a period if we wanted, but I think Mom's probably going to be like, okay, go. And then off she goes riding her bike, and I bet she has lots of success, even if her wheels do this wobbly thing. I bet she does a great job, because look at how great these directions were from Mom. So great. All right, let's look at a few more sentences. This still is about the bike lesson that was happening in our picture from before. And I'm going to read these sentences, and you tell me, as you're listening, which ones you think might be command or imperative sentences. All right, so let's just read them through. Can you pedal harder? Wow, you are riding fast now. Slow down. Watch out for that rock. Walk the bike back to me. You did it! All right, which ones sounded like they might be command sentences? Or which ones did you notice had a verb or an action word at the very beginning of the sentence? Was it number 1, can you pedal harder? Nope, that's just a question. That is a question sentence, one that's asking something. How about this one? Wow, you're riding fast now. We learned a few weeks ago about the word wow, and an exclamation point always means that is an exciting, strong feeling sentence, right? How about this one? Slow down. Oh yeah, slow down, because look, your action word, your verb, is right here at the beginning. It's the word slow. Yes, slow. All right, how about this one? Watch out for that rock. Yep, you're right. It is one too, because the word watch is a verb, and it's telling you to watch out for that rock. So that is also an imperative sentence. How about this one? Walk the bike back to me. Yep, because the verb is at the very beginning. Walk. Walk the bike back to me. And that's the rest of the directions. Slow. Watch. Walk. You're right. And how about this one? Is this a command? You did it. Nope, this is just Mom getting super excited and super happy that her little girl figured out how to ride the bike. She put an exclamation mark at the end of her statement because she was so excited that her daughter rode the bike, and she was really happy that she probably didn't get hurt. So go you if you figured out all of these command sentences. Good job.